Bigfoot Horror Story by Lazy Replacement. Hello, I'm not sure if this is a Bigfoot, but after reviewing native animal noises, we just can't think of anything else other than a Bigfoot. Sorry if this is a bit long as well. So to begin, my friend and I went to hike Ice Lake in Silverton, Colorado. It's a fairly rough trail with many hatchbacks and rocky surfaces with high incline. It took us about 3 hours to reach the top. We met many backpackers and hikers on the way up, and many settled at the top. We sat at the lake for a good 10 minutes before realizing the clouds were getting darker and started descending to the mountain. We were the last hikers to go down the trail, as many were just backpackers that camped near the lake. To help you visualize, the hiking trail had about 5 levels. One being at the base level of aspen trees and light terrain with lots of hatchbacks. The second level being a small valley that was fairly easy to walk through. The third level being a steep forest of heavy incline, rocky terrain, many trees, and a bit darker as sunlight didn't even make its way through the other levels. The fourth level being a larger valley with a creek and a heavy rocky incline, not even a trail really, just climbing up rocks. The fifth one, of course, is the top of the lake. As we were descending, we passed the fifth and fourth levels quietly before reaching our third. Our legs were tired and we decided to sit down on a log. Before sitting down, my friend heard this large growl. While I thought it was an owl hooting, we decided to let that go. Well, as we sat down, we heard coyotes yipping up near the entrance to the third level. We weren't exactly scared, but I had my dog with me, and I didn't want him to get hunted or attracted by some coyotes, so we got up and started walking down quickly. This went on for about 15 minutes, and then we decided to slow our pace as we were far away now. We made it to the middle area of the third level and began talking again. The coyotes are still yapping away. After about 5 minutes of this, we kind of stopped because we noticed the forest went silent and the hairs on our body were up. A few seconds later, we heard this large whoop sound like a primate would make at a zoo. I looked back at my friend to ask what was probably the most scared voice you can talk with, and she just looked at me dead in the eyes and said, "Run!" Our fight or flight response kicked in immediately, and we were flying down the hatchbacks. I was thinking everything possible as an animal it could be, but nothing seemed to even match from what I heard. I kept looking up to see if I can see what it was, but there was nothing, even though plenty of branches were breaking above us, and that honestly was the scariest feeling I ever felt. We booked it down to the third level while hearing branches snapping above us, which only fueled our adrenaline even more. I think we went down 2.5 levels in about 30 minutes, which would have taken us 2 hours to get up. We made it to the bottom, and she stopped to feel some of the aspen trees, and I turned around to see if she's okay. And I just see her running down the hill because she heard more branches breaking behind us. We got in the car and started talking about it. We figured it was an animal like a marmot or grouse or maybe a moose, but after reviewing sounds, no animal sounds native to that area were clicking with what we heard, because it was like a primate sound. We think it's a Bigfoot but can't exactly say for sure. We also figured there would be other hikers that were joking around about it, but there were only coyotes up there, so we let that option go as well. I can honestly say I would never wish the feeling of being hunted on anyone.